NBA legends were in awe of Cooper Flagg's ability. However, one NBA star isn't ready to buy the hype just yet. Kevin Durant went as far as to call the 17-year a vet already.
Sideline looked like a hell of a player, somebody just going to only get better with more experience. 17 years old, coming in here playing like he's a vet almost, no emotion, just going out there doing his job, and that's a good sign.
Now that is some high praise coming from someone like KD. Many regard Durant as a hooper's hooper, so when he recognizes another player's talent, it really means something. Of course, KD had nothing but positive things to say about Cooper after his incredible performance against Team USA. Cooper was one of a dozen players on a select team whose sole job was to help Team USA build some chemistry and get a few reps in. But he wasn't there just to help all of the NBA superstars. He was there to get his respect from the best in the world. Cooper nearly led the select team to a win in the final moments of a tight game with a few baskets, mainly because his teammates deferred to him, which shows you how much respect he already commands. On one late sequence, he elevated for a three-pointer over Anthony Davis, who blocked one of Flagg's shots Sunday, sending the teenager to the floor, then followed up seconds later with a putback plus the foul. Jamal Mosley, the head coach of the Orlando Magic, said that he kicked butt here. There is a respect factor for what he has done. People who have not seen him play as he gets himself going within the game, they quickly see what he can do. Jayson Tatum was also part of that scrimmage, so he had front row seats to the Cooper Flagg experience. Afterward, Tatum admitted that Cooper is destined for greatness.
He's on the path to be the guys he playing against. Like, majority of us was a version of him when we were 17, 18 playing against pros. So, I mean, he's a hell of a player. Obviously he's going to Duke, but it's clear as day, like, we're going to be playing against him in a few years.
Tatum has also spoken previously on Cooper's determination to be great. He knows he's good, but he realizes he's got a long way to go. He's going at guys, going at the pros. He was trying to block every shot, getting every rebound. He wasn't playing cool. He was playing hard, competing. He was asking questions a lot and listening. The 17-year-old was also efficient against the likes of Kawhi Leonard and Devin Booker. Now, after having witnessed what the star has to offer, D-Book had nothing but praise for him. He wants it. I know this experience. He's going to take with him and move forward. It's amazing that Cooper Flagg held his own against the veterans at the training camp, especially for someone who has yet to play a single college game. Meanwhile, Carmelo Anthony has a different take on the whole thing. Like most people, he recognizes that Cooper is on the path to being great, but he seems concerned that Cooper is being thrust into the limelight. Instead, he hopes that Cooper will take his time and enjoy his basketball journey.
I just want him to enjoy where he's at now.
Yeah.
Because as we see, they are putting him there. Like he's there already. 17-year-old practicing with the Olympic team.
Now, those are some wise words. With all of the previous generation superstars getting older like LeBron, Steph, and KD, there does seem to be this need to find the next big thing. Of course, the NBA already has a few of those like Luka and Wemby. But the type of attention that Cooper is getting, it is clear that everyone wants him to be that next guy up. Jeff Teague is another player who agrees with this sentiment. As far as he is concerned, Cooper is that guy.
Cooper Flagg looking like the one. A lot of people was doubting it, but
I've been said he the one.
I don't know why. And I know people like, oh, it's just high school. Like, nah, you can tell in the motherfucker's game, he really like that, bro.
You can tell when somebody's just special. Like he got a twin brother or a brother or something.
Mm-hmm.
He don't look like him.
Don't.
He's not tall as him. He don't jump like him.
Part of the developmental credit has to go to his parents. Looking to challenge him, his mom enrolled him on a 4th grade rec league team when he was only in 2nd grade. As a 2nd grader, he never left the floor and would just be exhausted because they would play 2 or 3 games in a day. The next year, he started playing against 5th grade boys while being in 3rd grade himself. So no wonder Kenyon Martin felt that it was unfair for Cooper to play against other high school kids.
6'10" out there, bitch. Then he can play. And he ain't just tall. He athletic, can shoot it, can handle it. Like I saw him play a couple summers ago in Dallas during the summer. He playing against high school kids. I was like, why he playing against them? Like, for real, like that was my thought. Like he was just.
During the Under-16 Peach Jam tournament, Cooper averaged 25.4 points, 13 rebounds, and 5.7 assists, and even had LeBron James approach him at one point to chop it up. We're sure he gave the young stud some words of wisdom. Now this just goes to show you how Cooper is perceived by other NBA superstars. The fact that LeBron took time out of his schedule to come watch him hoop and then give him some personal advice speaks volumes. There is also a legendary story that Cooper Flagg took it to Bradley Beal in practice. However, Beal has denied these rumors.
Playing 5-on-5 against the top elite high school kids in the class. Cooper, obviously, #1 kid. A lot of talent in the gym. A lot of talent in the gym. Those kids are obviously next up. They were competing. We were talking trash. But we didn't disrespect each other. We didn't play one-on-one. We didn't cuss each other out.
Now you know you're an incredible player if you get Skip Bayless to talk positively about you. Skip has a reputation for being harsh toward most players not named Michael Jordan. However, even he was impressed with the heart that Cooper showed during the Team USA scrimmage.
And I'm saying, that kid's got guts, and it's hard. You know this. You're either born with that or you're not, but you can't teach it, you can't coach it. There's something going on with him that's pretty special, and I don't want to overhype him because he's still got a long way to go, and I'm going to knock on wood for him. He stays healthy and all those things that have to happen.
However, not everyone has been thoroughly convinced. There are some people like Agent Zero and Gilbert Arenas who aren't ready to crown Cooper just yet. Arenas has a more wait-and-see mentality because he has seen other hyped high school prospects fizzle out by the time they get to the league.
You got to get there. I mean, you got to get there first. He gonna be there. Project, you know.
Oh, no,
You know what I mean? You know how many players Marvin Bagley killed? He was killing the NBA players, and what league was that? Drew League, and doing all this, and yeah.
Even by Arenas' standards, this seems like a wild take. Let's not forget, when Cooper started playing high school ball, his team was really bad. They had finished 1-17 for 2 years in a row. However, Cooper brought with him a ton of hype as he was already averaging 6 dunks a game in middle school. Now that is absurd to think about. That season ended up being one for the ages. The team went 21-1 on their way to capturing the state title. Talk about a turnaround. Cooper began to show the same flashes of elite talent that the rest of the world has now caught up on. Cooper averaged 20.5 points, 10 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 3.7 steals, and 3.7 blocks per game that season, becoming the first freshman in state history to be named Maine Gatorade Player of the Year, and Nokomis won its first state title. That is why many already see Cooper going #1 in the draft next year.
So he's 17, he's going to Duke. He's out of Maine, but he's been playing down at IMG Academy in Florida for the last couple of years. He is going to be the #1 player drafted next year. They're already talking about the Wizards select Cooper Flagg. And if you watch the highlights, he is a very advanced 17-year-old.
Now, one reason for his advanced level of skills is his work ethic. He grew up watching old Boston Celtics tapes. Those tapes were Cooper's basketball education. Larry Bird was his professor and remains his favorite player. And the way those teams played always stuck with Cooper. Watching them every single day maybe brainwashed him into the fact, well, that's how you play. No wonder we saw teams already tanking next season. Organizations like the Brooklyn Nets have clearly committed to getting a #1 pick next year, while the Utah Jazz have even tossed around the idea of shipping away Lauri Markkanen and tanking for the #1 pick too. Cooper played for the United States Under-17 basketball team at the 2022 FIBA Under-17 Basketball World Cup. He was named to the All-Tournament team after averaging 9.3 points, 10 rebounds, 2.9 block shots, and 2.4 steals per game as the United States won the gold medal. He scored 10 points with 17 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 block shots in a 79-67 win over Spain in the final. Cooper was named the 2022 USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year for his performance in the Under-17 World Cup and is the youngest player to ever win the award. So no wonder he looked like a grown man playing against other NBA players.
Got a switch on Anthony Davis when Drew Holiday was the initial defender, and he makes a step back, shot from beyond the three-point line. He catches a ball at the rim, is able to finish and take contact and get the and one. Made another, turnaround jumper over Drew Holiday and was making plays defensively too.
Now, Cooper is on his way to college next year and will be putting on the Duke uniform. Duke has a long history of producing NBA talent, but let's be real, Cooper could make the jump from high school to the NBA if he was allowed to do so. But NBA fans will have to wait 1 year before witnessing the Cooper Flagg experience.